I think that the payments ecosystem is changing quite rapidly. There is now a wide array of players that are coming into the scene. So you have your mobile payment providers ranging from providers such as the banks, to your telcos, to your small fintech startups, and as well as the tech giants. And so consumers are now provided with a wide variety of payment options that they can use. And then there will be a more fragmented landscape in time to come, and consumers will be able to enjoy more of the benefits and the value that these new providers will provide them. I think it's still quite early to say which ones will thrive as consumers start to experiment with different technologies. So the ones that are currently in the market are your NFC contactless payment technologies, and as well as MST as offered by Samsung Pay. As these digital wallets gain traction, the tokenization technology will also start to gain traction and prominence in the market as consumers feel a bit more safer to transact on such digital wallets because their card details are not stored on the device itself, and hence it will prevent the occurrence of card fraud. I think payments is a very complex subject or topic for us to talk about. That's because payments include a number of different players that to enable that to happen, these players have to cooperate, and there needs to be systems that can interoperate. So for instance, if we are as consumers paying at a point of sale, you have to ensure that your consumers will adopt these technologies, and the merchants will also adopt these technologies to enable transactions to take place. And until all the merchants will accept these type of digital wallets, then there's no ubiquity. So we need a wider merchant adoption in the market for contactless payments to take off. So there are three particular hurdles for mobile payments to take off, and the first will be consumer and merchant adoption. You need to ensure that your consumers want to adopt the technology or the new payment system. If we look at the existing types of payment options, for instance, your contactless card payments with Visa, PayWave, or MasterPass, these are already so convenient, so easy to use, and secure enough because of the low value transactions that they allow customers to make. And for customers to want to adopt these new mobile payment systems like your Apple Pay and your Samsung Pay, these providers need to convince these consumers that there is a value added service that they provide on top of just simplicity or convenience, maybe even security and privacy. The type of value that they can give to their customers lies in the shopping experience, and that is the loyalty, rewards, coupons, and offers that they can give these consumers as they pay for their products and services. And the second hurdle that these providers face is that they need to ensure that there is an improvement over the existing model, that what they're offering now is better than what they are already used to. And the last is for these payment providers to ensure that their business models are sustainable. So we have seen an array of payment providers that have faded across the years because they haven't found a way to monetize their business model, because payments is a very low margin but in a high volume space. So providers need to ensure that they have a way to make money from this in order to sustain the service to their customers in the long run. Complexity will grow as globalization takes place and more people interact with each other across borders. And banks are aware of that, and they are looking for ways that can enable a more efficient way of doing cross-border transactions, not that it won't be processed in batches. This is what banks would normally be used to right now. There's a lot of research and investment going into what technology is it that they can invest in that can enable such transactions, and we see little pockets of startups looking to solve this problem and close this gap. I think the payments ecosystem or the types of payment options that are available in the market today, they are still not device agnostic, they're still not telco agnostic if it's provided by the telco, and they are still not bank agnostic. So if you look at trying to encourage more consumers to adopt these mobile payment systems, it has to be device agnostic, bank agnostic, and telco agnostic, and you have to ensure that there's a wide acceptance at the merchant's point of sale. So you have to enable your customers to be able to go out in the day in their life where they don't even have to bring out their wallets, and you have to ensure that there's a lot of simplicity, convenience, security, and providing the added value service. If they go to a point of sale, they can redeem coupons or they can get cash back, or they know that these offers are relevant and contextual to them at their moment of need. For mobile payment options to take off, mobile payment providers have to ensure all these things are in place before consumers will wholeheartedly adopt these options.